Okay, recording oral history of Albert Moomjy, A Company, 17th Armored Infantry. Interview taking place Indianapolis, Indiana, 6th of August, 2010. First of all, I want to thank you for agreeing to sit down and talk to me. I know Mike twisted your arm a little bit to get you here. Now, what we normally do, the way that we do this, is just a conversation. Don't even look over there.
Okay.
Don't even look at the lens. It's just act like it isn't there.
Okay.
So, we're going to start out, before you joined the Army, where did you live? What were you doing?
Before I was 18-year-old before, and I joined the Army. They drafted me, but I didn't have to go really because I was a foreigner at the time.
Now, where did you grow up, or where did you come from?
I came from Iran. Was my last step because my father was had Oriental rug importers, and so Iran was the last stop. But I lived in Turkey. I was born in Turkey, and I was I was born in Turkey, and then I went to Greece, and then from Greece I went to Iran.
Mm-hmm. Now, you said you were drafted at 18.
18, yeah.
And where did you go to your basic training?
Basic training, I went to Fort McClellan, Alabama. The infantry training center. Right away, they sent me to infantry because at the time they needed 100,000 draftees to go to replace the infantry men they lost in Belgium Bulge.
Now, how did Army life stack up against before you went in? How was the transition from being a civilian to a soldier?
Well, it was easy for me because I was young at the time and no problem at all. And however, I was thrown in Alabama, and Alabama is a lot of people. They spoke a different language.
Okay. Now, you said you joined the 12th Armored Division after Herrlisheim. As a replacement?
After Herrlisheim, yes.
Okay. And so tell me, getting into a unit that had just been through a big battle, how was it going in there as a replacement man?
Well, it was we were it's difficult to explain because I was a young boy, and it was wondering what the hell was going on.
Let me add, there was only 2 men in your squad. You left after the Battle of Herrlisheim. Tell them that.
Mm-hmm.
You just had 2 men in the squad left when you went in.
Two men?
In the squad, you told me there were only 2 men left after the battle.
Oh, we got the replacements all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and we had captured a lot of people, enemy people, and I'm really not good at this.
Now, the thing was, as Mike was alluding, you went in as replacement after Herrlisheim. Now, when you were going across the across Germany, across France to the Rhine, do you remember working under Patton's Third Army much?
Patton?
Yeah.
Patton, we were woken up and one day, and we were with Patton. All of a sudden, we were from the 7th Army. We were transferred to Third Army, and Patton was he didn't have any sympathy for us, or he drove us like hell. He was very good. He was that's the language they understood. Patton.
Yeah. Now, in the infantry, what was your combat duty? Were you a rifleman?
Rifleman. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Rifleman, and I was one day when it comes to my mind. One day we had one guy was wounded, and he had two shell hit him here, and his grenade didn't go off, but two pieces he had gone into him, and all of a sudden he was wounded, and I helped him, but that's all, because I carried him off the field too.
Yeah. Were you in the push through Germany after crossing the Rhine? Were you involved in any of the liberation actions against the POW and the concentration camps?
Yes, no concentration camps. We liberated a lot of concentration camps, but we were not. I was not involved in myself because my division, my combat command I was in. They didn't want to. They kept us busy attacking, going forward.
Okay. Now, at the end of the war, how long did you stay in the Army afterwards? Did you have points enough to come home?
They came. As you know, we were brought. I was low pointer, so I was brought back to go to her to Japan, and of course Truman dropped the bomb, and he saved my life. I was never going to come back. Because the Japanese, they would have fought every inch of their ground.
Now, is there anything else that you'd care to add or talk about? Friends, things you remember, stories that stick out in your mind? And again, it could be as little or as much as you'd like to talk about.
Well, I remember a boy from Texas who was almost my age. He was good to have as a buddy, because when we went to two-man teams, you know, and he was good to. He was he could shoot anything.
What was his name?
He could shoot anything.
Do you remember his name?
His name was. All I know is his last name, Harden. I don't know his John Hard. I think it was John, maybe John Harden or something like that.
Well, sir, I want to thank you for agreeing to sit down with me, and you may think you had nothing to say, but at least what you had to say is now available for historians to
Well,
look at,
I
and thank
stuttered
you,
too
sir.
much. I'm sorry.
Oh, happens to the best of us. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.